Our first topic today, talking about the Assassin's Creed Origins leak. Well, rumored leak, I guess you would say, because we're not...
we've already had one leak.
Yeah.
And now we've had another leak come up.
Yes.
So this is becoming a leaky boat.
It's a very leaky boat, because they're not even sure...
We're not full trailer yet. Like Assassin's Creed 3, when that first came out, that entire trailer came out.
Yes.
Like, that's when the entire actual trailer leaked out and everybody saw it before it was actually even announced.
What we're referring to today is the actual picture on Reddit.
There's couples. I think there's a couple screenshots. Or maybe there's only one screenshot.
I only saw one screenshot,
yeah.
But if you guys know anymore, let us know down in the comments. You can yell at us if you want.
Don't yell at me. Makes me nervous.
Jonah can't take it.
Jonah's a light sleeper. He'll be up all night thinking about it.
Don't tell Jonah that he can't actually hear you when you yell in the comments.
Scream as loud as you can. So, but this new image, it's kind of a loose leak because the game's not technically announced at all in any form.
No. We know that there's an Assassin's Creed game coming, but we don't know what the title is.
Yes.
We know that it's in Egypt, but I don't know if it was confirmed by the devs or the publishers that it's in Egypt.
Right.
So, very interesting.
Yes. So, I mean, this is going to be an Origins, based on the title. It's going to be an Origins, so we're assuming it's going to be the first of the first.
Well, it might not even be having anything to do with an origin story. That's a rumored title.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not a title they would use. Although Unity kind of sucks.
Well, for a while,
that's a title.
That's where the title's the one thing I'm kind of not sure of, because I think, or at least I thought, the last time that they actually had the leak, a few months back, was it was called Assassin's Creed Empires.
Yes.
Empires.
Yes.
So I don't know. That's the only thing I'm is it going to be Origins? Is it going to be Empire? I feel like Empire makes a little bit more sense in Egypt, you would think.
I feel like Origins might even be like a dev code work, so that they're going back to their origins, try to make a better game. Make a better game, because they have
back to the drawing board.
They have put out some duds, and they just want to win back that trust with the consumer.
Yeah, but the problem is for the people who are following the story, you're cutting the linear let's move forward in time. I was looking forward to a game that takes me into one of the world wars, or even a civil war.
I think Civil War would be the next easiest to jump into.
Things like that, like the big historic conflicts. Well, that'd be perfect. That's like gold for Templar action versus the Assassins.
Yeah, I know you also mentioned off camera about the future. You were hoping to kind of dive into the future, maybe, finally.
I feel like that's so populated at this point, though. Every kind of genre has a future game. Maybe even current day could be kind of hard. The problem with Assassin's Creed is that I think a lot of it works and a lot of it's really cool until you get to current times when you have automatic weapons. That's when it becomes a little bit trickier.
Yeah,
and that's when you're
assassin, you become a hitman.
Exactly, and that's exactly it. It's then you start kind of treading on the Hitman games.
Yeah,
which is pretty much that's what it is. It's very, very stealthy, not open world. So it's interesting to think about. I feel like if they ever do go back forward in the future, obviously this is going back to the past, but I do feel like if they did go into the Civil War. Based on what we know about the Templars and the Assassins, Templars want to have control over people. Mm-hmm. And Civil War was a time of slavery.
Right.
So I feel like it would have had it would have these amazing characters and character stories that could be developed and actually have a story worth telling and show a dark side of what the Civil War was. And I think that would be a really great game to actually, and a timeline to explore. And again, that's when they just started getting into locomotives, and that's when they started getting into the Gatling guns and everything else like that, which was stationary. You can kind of go around that. It wouldn't be something that everybody be walking around with.
The trains
so
would
you
be
can
cool.
stick to that Assassin's Creed gameplay.
Mm-hmm. But, the trouble is, though, we've done the whole Industrial Revolution thing.
With Syndicate.
With Syndicate, and, as much as we give that game crap, I enjoyed Syndicate, but there's also, in that game, there's opportunities to play, in one of the world wars in Great Britain.
In a memory sequence.
And it's in a memory sequence, and it's really cool. It's more of a stealth kind of mission, but because you're not going up against, automatic weapons, because even even
in that time they were still horseback.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're just getting into tanks and stuff like that. Everything was pretty much semi-automatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's as far as you could probably go before I feel like a lot of the stuff starts kind of falling apart with what Assassin's Creed is and how it's handled.
Unless they use the Apple as like and do bullet time.
That'd be cool.
Right?
That'd be interesting. But
Right?
I feel like it'd be too overpowered.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they only need to find a piece of Eden. They don't need to have like the actual thing. It'd be like some way that they can utilize it. And we're speculating even on the fact that this new game is going to be not futuristic.
Well, I mean,
You
it's
know what
pretty
I mean?
much. I feel like it's pretty comfortable to say that this is going to be in Egypt. All the signs, all the leaks have pointed to being in ancient Egypt. If they do go for an origin story, my big question is this going to be the origins of how the Assassin's Creed and the Templars first actually began their feud, which would be something very interesting to look at. And again, this is also a time where they were using slaves. They had people enslaved to pretty much build these pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
And there was always a lot, when you look at like the pieces of Eden and stuff like that, very, very magical, very powerful items that if a pharaoh obtained, then absolutely they would enslave people. Absolutely they would be pretty much looked upon as a god.
Give them their godlike status.
So I think it would make sense, and I think it's sort of interesting to think about. Unfortunately, we won't know until there's actually an official announcement, and at the point where we are right now, with about a month out before E3, I don't think we're going to get anything confirmed until E3 at this point, it looks like. Well, they'll go deep dive into what it's going to be.
We'll get something at E3?
If not,
I think we would, because it's probably going to come out this year because we skipped last year, right?
Yeah, the only thing is that, like, I'm trying to think, I mean, unless they have, like, a lot of announcements, I don't know that many full lineup games that they have, so they're going to have to, we got Watch Dogs 2 last year, they're going to have to fill that void with something, and it's probably going to be Assassin's Creed. I think what they're trying to do, they've been trying to keep this kind of under wraps, even though it's being developed. They want to do the whole Fallout 4 thing. They want to come out in a big way at E3. They want to spend like an hour, like a half hour to an hour, just going into the systems, showing you all the new things.
Right.
Release it in October, November, and pretty much just knock it out of the park. And they did the same thing with Watch Dogs 2. Like, everybody knew that Watch Dogs 2 was in development, but it didn't really hit. It didn't really come out. We didn't really see anything until we got very close to E3, and then 6 months later, it was out.
So you think these leaks are according to plan?
No, I mean, the Ubisoft just consistently has leaks. Like, every year, usually. I'm surprised we don't know more, honestly, at this point.
They don't have controller staff.
Yeah, this is probably the best year in recent history where we haven't gotten like a full trailer or like a full review or a full gameplay leak. This is probably one of their better years.
Yeah.
But they've been pretty close-lipped about it, and so far all we've gotten is some screenshots and then maybe some names. Yeah. So I mean, it's not bad, but it looks like we are going to be going to.
They might just be like refraining on releasing too much to get you thinking about what's going to happen at E3.
It also could be that the game is buggy as hell and they have no real actual footage to show.
I think they've learned their lesson and they want to come back after their leap year.
Really?
No, they've skipped a year. They really want to bring back the trust that the consumers had for the Assassin's Creed series. So they're going to work.
So the Origins title was literally just saying going back to the drawing board.
Yeah, so it could be Empire, it could be Origins. The name is interesting. Like I said, we don't really, I guess, have what the name is.
Empire sounds
I prefer
better.
Empire.
Yeah. But
I'm not sold on either, honestly.
I'm
Assassin's Creed Arkham Knight.
I'm excited for the game.
I'm generally excited to get back into Assassin's Creed. I didn't finish Syndicate. I played a decent amount of it, but I didn't finish Syndicate. But I genuinely like how the games are in Assassin's Creed. Mobility was always a big thing, and they started really kind of like narrowing down like how the mobility works in these like big cities.
Just as long as they finish the game before they release the game.
Yeah, I mean Unity was a dud. I would say Syndicate was a full-fledged release game, right? That didn't have too much problems.
Well, I mean the cutscenes were lined up very well either. Yeah, I mean like look, if you're gonna do any cinematics in a game, and especially a game that you put hours into and you've created your character you've developed your relationship, like so to speak, in the game, you want your cinematics to be amazing. you don't want their eyes to come out in the middle of talking and have their jaw like go across the screen, and you're just like,
Did that happen?
actually, it's Syndicate. I think in Syndicate, like
teeth.
her face came off, and it was just
That happened in Unity, I think.
it was like a
Unity.
rendered like
That was
jaw
Unity.
and eyes just looking at you, like you're just like, what? The? It was just like,
Well, that's a small problem.
no,
But Unity was broken.
that was a big deal because
So-
it scared the shit out of me.
So let me ask you guys this. I mean, we've had a decent amount of hours played of Assassin's Creed throughout all of us. I think we can say that we were pretty knowledgeable about the game and the series. With them taking off time to do it, what are some features that you want to see come back? Or do you want certain features going away?
I don't want to do a tower defense.
Yeah, I mean, that was a real big dud.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of that in Revelations.
Yeah, I like Revelations a lot. I just hated the tower defense.
I didn't even bother with it.
Yeah, I think I did the one that you have to do, like tutorial one, then I just
Yeah.
just never did it again.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna happen, but like I hate so many collectibles in Assassin's Creed.
There's a lot, yeah.
And they're not fun to gather.
They're
They're
known for their collectibles, though, man.
and I don't know
That's
if
how
there's
you
any.
got gameplay hours.
Also, like if they do have those collectibles, give me something like some kind of bonus that would actually be really good.
Yeah,
for me.
I agree.
For
Like
putting the work in to get them.
like an unlockable theme.
Yeah, like in Horizon Zero Dawn, when you get the platinum, you get the unlockable theme, which this guy's got. That's awesome.
Oh, snap.
You put it down over here, okay?
So yeah, to make the game better, they should actually give you tangible like trophies. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's like very uncommon.
should-
We're going down a rabbit hole
they should
here.
mail
I know.
They should mail you a trophy.
But
that's
like-
physical.
But I
Like,
agree with Joda because
Like if you
feel
get the platinum trophy. Yeah, well, no, I mean, if you look at it from like what they're doing with Uplay nowadays with Ubisoft,
Yeah.
like you do, like when you get a certain achievements, they do unlock points for you to go and buy different customizations. They did it for Division, they did it for Rainbow Six.
Right.
So I will say, out of all the publishers, Ubisoft's the best at doing that because they're giving you at least custom skins or different rewards or
Okay.
costumes or anything like that.
That's fair.
That you're getting by doing certain achievements or just playing the game.
That's fair.
But so I think that they're probably the better ones that are doing it. But yeah, I mean, the thing with the collectibles is that you, like you said, it's a lot. And I remember like there's many times like in Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood where like you had to go into Eagle Vision and you had to find the markings or whatever on the side of the building. Like that took up more time of my life than I would have liked to actually devote to it.
We will not admit any time that we've been devoted to such a thing.
Yeah. So I
Ever.
mean, tower defense, you want to go away? Is there anything you would like to say? Come back, go into it.
I guess the mini game things that they had in there that they threw in like with the other assassins and stuff like that, I didn't really care for that too much.
Okay.
You know, I thought it didn't add anything. It didn't take away anything, but it didn't add anything.
I think at one point they introduced like you lead like using tactics to lead other assassins.
Uh-huh.
I didn't care for that.
Oh, like the you can call in and have them assassinate?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I hated it.
I absolutely love that. I
coming.
want that. Yeah, you have a squad, you just pick a target.
Oh, I like the squad
And you
thing.
just whistle, and they come and they kill them or distract them. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So much better than
not
the
a-
random brawlers that you get.
I'm Assassin Batman. I'm doing this solo.
So
No, I used to love that. Like 4 guards in my way. No, come kill them.
do them.
Release release the difficulty. No, I hope they bring that back.
Yeah.
I don't want the stupid brawlers that just follow behind you.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
all really weird.
those
Like,
guys were useless.
and then like they'll go and they'll like cause a distraction. We'll fight with the guards or something like that. No,
Right.
I want like assassins and you get like the awesome like synchronized knife throw. I want all that back.
and they just suck them back in the shadows. Like they come out of the haystack
and
and
they
they're
just
just like
disappear.
gone. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like-
That's what I want.
So
back.
you think-
like Brotherhood
Here's
mechanics?
a question: do you think they're gonna go kind of linear on this, or keep it like huge open world style?
Well, it's gonna. I think it's gonna stay open world. I think
It wouldn't be Assassin's Creed if it was an open world.
Well,
But-
you know, everything's getting bigger now. Like,
yeah.
how would you feel if it was something like gigantic and
They-
it's kind of do what you want?
if you had fast travel options, I would love it.
I mean, they have fast travel.
they
in
do-
ancient times.
They do now, right?
They have fast travel in Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I feel like there was some sort of conversation about this new game and where they're trying to kind of lineate the story in a sense where it doesn't feel too disjointed from like the side quest or
Well,
the main
so I
quest.
feel like you're gonna get more find this, find that. If you're gonna have such a big open world, because
they stay away from that. If anything, with these open world games, they need to have different types of mission structure.
Yeah, well, that's where they're gonna succeed. They can't just have a boring. Oh, hey, let's keep you playing by trying to find
do the same side mission. 25 times. In a 40-hour span.
Yeah, I would like to see it a little bit more linear. That way, the action stays good, and you're kind of focused on a certain task. I don't know. I seem that's more successful.
It's about trying not to. It's about not pulling you out of the action or the story,
right?
And realize that you're playing a game.
And
it's
not
like going up to somebody, be like, "Hey, can you go find my cat?"
Yeah.
Sure. And then you go to a new section, you unlock a new tower. Hey, can you go find my cat? Sure. Let me go do that.
What's with these people losing their cats?
I'm not. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game after Unity. That was my last one.
Yeah.
Afterwards, did they do the multiplayer that Unity had?
In Syndicate?
Like the 4-player, yeah. Like after
the co-op, I don't believe so, because the Syndicate was just two characters that you played as.
Because I like the idea that Unity had for the 4 players.
Oh yeah,
like to do
I want more
co-op.
like
you want to do
all
co-op.
jump in and be our assassins, like playing the game cooperatively.
So I want that to come back.
You want to play
not
with Jonah?
broken.
Not broken.
Yeah.
What's
very
not
Jonah?
I think it's something that has to be separate though. Like I feel like it can't just be like, oh, you're single player, you're gonna go matchmake by doing the side mission. I feel like it should just be like an open world that you jump in with 4 friends and then you kind of just go through.
Yeah.
Just
and
like
you kind of
Ghost.
decide, or like Division.
Or yeah.
But overall, I'm excited for the game. I generally like the Assassin's Creed games. I think they have a lot to compete with now. I mean, it's been a little while and we've seen a lot of new things when it comes to open world games.
Yeah, hopefully that year off or whatever their time off was good use.
I can't be disappointed again.
I can always be disappointed.
My biggest,
unlimited disappointed.
My biggest question with the whole thing is are they going to keep trying to tie it back into like the present day stuff?
I think
like they continually keep bringing you out of it for the Animus, and they're trying to tie in like what's happening really in the world.
Are you saying like take out the Animus completely and it's just like you're actually the dude?
I mean, does anybody really know what the storyline is at this point?
Like, I wouldn't mind that. I don't really care about the modern day stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's disjointed. I don't even know what the story is.
But I thought that's what the whole thing was about. It was like a sci-fi thing.
It was, but what's happening in the story now? Can you tell me?
No, you gotta ask Ubisoft. I don't know. They don't even know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure.
Either they need to reboot the story completely,
Uh-huh.
Start from scratch, and move on. Because where Assassin's Creed 3 left us was Desmond dies.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
If you haven't played it by now, you get on it.
Don't play Assassin's Creed.
I'm sure if they haven't played it, they're not watching this video.
Assassin's Creed. And then this deity or something gets resurrected, right? I'm kind of on.
She's like I don't know, the Skynet of the future. She's like in a hard drive.
And then she's out, and then she's just like she's there, but she's not there. In like the remaining games.
Yeah.
I'm very confused about everything that's going on.
From what I remember, she was like part of a race that ruled Earth.
Yeah,
and then,
beforehand. And that's where the tools of Eden came from.
Yeah, then there was some kind of apocalypse because of her.
I don't know.
And then they like rebuilt, and that's humanity
all the
now.
Assassin's Creed like hardcore fans right now are just cringing. The fact that we have no idea
I'm pretty sure
is.
it was like a solar flare or some solar event that like happens.
I'm pretty sure she caused it, and she wanted to cause it again.
No, I think she was
trying Desmond stopped her. That's why he died.
No, Desmond offered himself to bring her out.
Yeah, because
that's what I had a problem.
To stop the.
I had a problem with the ending because they gave you a choice and then took that choice away.
Yep.
Like there was no choice that Desmond was going to die.
Yeah.
That was what was weird about the whole narratively.
He was going to be the new Jesus.
Yeah. So that's my big question going into this is. Are they going to tie in the story? Or are they just going to let it go? Like, what is their plan with it?
Crazy.
I don't think they'll let it go. They're too invested in it, but
I don't know.
But they've confused the crap out of people.
Hopefully they'll make it a little more simple to follow,
or have a deeper story. Maybe this being the origins. Maybe this is where this happens in Egypt land.
The one other thing I kind of want, but it's probably not going to make sense with Egypt, is I do like, and I think it was Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, where you can actually buy property. And that property would actually make you money to go and buy cooler things over the course of a time. I want that
pyramid.
I kind of like that element of it, so I didn't have to constantly go and do like different side missions or try and pickpocket, like go through a crowd of people and pickpocket everybody in the crowd.
But you were just
something that you own property of, and you got cash or coin.
Oh, King Tut's 2. Pocket change.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like small things like that. But I definitely want that back, and I want the come to me assassins, kill everything, and then disappear. I want that back.
What do you guys want? Let us know down in the comments.